Welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be opening up our first Silver Tempest Pokemon trading card game expansion cards. We have a Silver Tempest Elite Trainer Box with that beautiful Alolan Vulpix.
So cute and wintry.
On the front. Yeah, it's very like, we're actually like off theme here, kind of, because we've got the, you're gonna see here, we've got the Halloween play mats, but we're going to be opening up a very like wintry themed set, at least from like all the outside and with the Vulpix and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna open it up here and see.
This is the Pokemon Center one.
Yeah, isn't that what I said?
I think so.
Okay.
I was making sure everyone knew.
All right.
The other ones don't have quite the same level of wintriness, it looks like.
Oh, really? The Pokemon
I
Center
feel like
ones are
the
most...
Pokemon Center one is like,
most,
a
like
little bit more wintry. Maybe
ones.
it's in my head, but...
Okay. All right, so let's see on the inside. We've got the Lugia.
I'm so excited for Lugia.
Got the Lugia, which is a big card in the set. The Regieleki, the Regidrago, and then the Alolan Vulpix there. So all the
cute.
V-Stars and V-Maxes, the main ones from the set. I know there's also like a Viper V-Star and all sorts of other good stuff.
Lugia on the title page.
More Lugia. So we got the player's guide here to see the kind of stuff that we're gonna be encountering in the set, the type of cards here. I suppose we can kind of flip around and see what we've got here in the book. The book is going to showing us we've got the Reshiram, the Viper line that I mentioned.
There's the Vulpix.
Oh, yep, the Alolan Vulpix V-Star, all that sorts of cool stuff. So we're going to see what else we have in the ETB, though. You want to open that up, Gabby?
Yes, it's really cool. It's like holographic.
Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, that's cool.
And let's see.
So we've got the card sleeves that come in the ETB.
Oh, those are so pretty. I haven't seen those.
Oh, yeah, those are gorgeous looking. Very wintry.
Our energy pack.
Energy packs. Is there another set of card sleeves? Yes, there is.
Ooh,
there's the
Lugia
card sleeves. Those are really cool.
I love Lugia. If that wasn't clear yet.
This is definitely like the set for Gabby with the like Alolan Vulpix wintry themed cards, the Lugia themed cards.
Yes, I love both of those.
We got the card dividers. Are they
double-sided.
Double-sided card dividers with the Alolan Vulpix?
These dice are really pretty too when we get to them. Our V-Star marker, the poison,
condition markers. Oh, the dice.
They're really pretty. Ooh, and the coin's good too.
All right, show off the coin.
Okay, here's our blue sparkly coin. Oh, my nails match.
Oh, wow. On point. Absolutely on point. Look at that.
So pretty. Look at it. Sparkle. Oh my gosh, and it's so cute and happy. I love this coin. It's so pretty.
We've got the dice here with the frost theme and showing off the coin flip dice, showing off the logo for Silver Tempest. Kind of looks like Lugia's wings.
Oh, I was
gliding through the water.
That's
what I think.
Deer.
Oh, really? That's what. Yeah, that's what like antlers. I think that's the base of the set logo is based off of Lugia. I think that's what that's supposed to be.
I mean, if Lugia's in it, the whole thing's about him. So.
All right, and I think this also would have had 10 packs.
Yeah.
10 Silver Tempest packs.
Let's see.
So we're
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, so we are going to open all of those and see what we can get.
Hopefully, a Lugia or Corviknight.
All right, our very first pack of Silver Tempest, starting off with a Lightning Energy, Gym Trainer. Draw 2 cards. If your Pokemon were knocked out by your opponent last turn, draw 2 more cards. Oh, this Gym Trainer has been in the set, but they're just new. This is a new art for it.
Yeah.
So I think the first set had trainers from Kaboo's gym, which is the 4th gym, I believe, in Sword and Shield. And these ones are definitely from Raihan's gym at Hammerlock. I want to say the city was called. So that's really cool. Yeah, nice. Curlia. This Curlia is really good. It has the trade ability both on the Curlia and on the Gardevoir that's printed in this set. You can discard a card and then draw 2 cards from your deck. Got Venomoth, Murkrow, Swablu, Rotom. Oh, Rotom on a common card. I think that's kind of cool. I feel like we've seen...
Oceany.
Yeah, he's flying by the ocean. That's interesting. I feel like he usually like haunts like forests and stuff. Baneri. Cute little Baneri in the set. Dreepy. Oh, yeah.
Dreepy.
Very sad Dreepy.
That was a really big whiplash from Baneri.
Yeah, seriously. But the Clang reverse foil and the rare of a pack is Kling Clang. Evolving there at the last second. Klingklang's got the Triple Gears ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you can search your deck for 3 basic energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Wow, that is really good energy acceleration out of the on a stage 2 though. So that's like the only tricky part though, right? I mean, you could use Rare Candy to get around of having to go from Clink to Clang to Clink Clang.
I like how on that Cling Clang, I want to interrupt you. I feel like you can like really see his face. Like sometimes on the Cling Clang art, I feel like I don't really see his face, but I like really see his face.
Oh yeah, it's pretty clear.
Yeah, like sometimes I'm like, where is his face? But like it's really cute.
Nice.
We've got Steel, Krokorok. He's cute. I like his name. Behem.
Gabby's getting all the like generation 5 and 6 Pokemon that she's barely seen.
What is this one?
Oh, you got it, Behem.
Looks like Behem.
He's kind of like an alien type Pokemon.
He has like a Darth Vader head.
Yeah, a little bit.
Braixen. Yeah, I don't know any of these Pokemon.
That's one of the starters.
Togedemaru. Oh wait, did I get 2 stuck? Oh no, I didn't. Togedemaru, really like angry Togedemaru.
Yeah, this Togedemaru has like a tandem attack that you use with various other Pokemon. So this one says flip a coin of heads during your opponent's next turn. This Pokemon is knocked out. Your opponent can't take any. Oh wait, no, this Togedemaru isn't one of the ones. There's like a set in there. There's like a group of like 5 cards with like Pikachu and I think like Pachirisu and maybe like Minun or Plusle. I don't know. I thought Togedemaru was part of it, but it doesn't look like it.
Let's see, Sandile.
Oh, evolved. Sandile and the Krokorok.
Swirlix, very like pastel Swirlix. Looks like a Katy Perry music video.
Yeah, it does actually.
Marini. Indeedee. Dewpider of reverse. And Zeraora.
Ooh, Zeraora. V-Star Marker. Slurpuff. Lance.
Ooh, looking fierce there.
You can search your deck for 3 Dragon Pokemon and put them into your hand and shuffle your deck. So definitely some good Dragon support there. Archean.
Oh, he's so happy.
He is really happy. He's frolicking through the flowers. Glad to be revived from a fossil and not extinct. Chinchou. Ferroseed. Pikachu. So this is the one I was thinking. Oh, the Togedemaru is on there. So the Pika Strike. If one of your Dedenne used Dene short during your last turn, this attack does 180 more damage. Wow. So they do kind of group together. I guess Togedemaru doesn't join in the process, or maybe Togedemaru attacks first. It goes Togedemaru, then Dedenne, then Pikachu. But I think the Dedenne is going to have an attack that says, like, if your Togedemaru used whatever that move is. So I was right about the Togedemaru.
Okay, you were right. Good job.
Vindication. Ponyta.
They should make an ice
Venonat. Talonflame.
Fierce Talonflame.
That's cool. We got the rare reverse holo. And the rare for the pack, Delphox. Flare Parade attack. This attack is 60 damage for each Serena card in your discard pile. So Serena, kind of known, I think, in the anime in particular, for having what's the first one? Fennekin, Braixen, and Delphox. And there's a Serena card that came out in this set. It's an exporter card that I believe you get to discard 3 cards from your hand and draw till you have up to 5, or you can basically gust up, use a boss's orders on a V Pokemon. So if you have all those Serena cards in your discard pile, you're going to be doing more damage for just 1 energy. And then the Energy Crush attack does 50 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon.
Darkness. Donphan. A really big, like, clumpy Donphan.
He's a kind of a chonky looking boy. Here, hold him up a little bit more straight like that. Let's try to see him. Yeah, he's chonky. Chonky Donphan. Duosion. Yep.
These names are hard.
Duosion? Yeah, that seems right.
Wailord. I know Wailord.
Wailord. This card is
needs some deeper water. He's about to graze the bottom there.
Oh, he's giant Pokemon. He's jumbo size. Look at that ability. Takes 30 less damage from attacks of your opponent's Pokemon. And special wave. Yeah, 200 HP on stage 1. That's massive. Plus he takes 30 less damage, so it takes 230 damage or more to knock him out.
Yeah.
And the special wave attack is 120, and if you have any special energy attached, like the I can't think of what it's called. There was like a special water energy, like the wave energy or something like that that's still in standard that could help fulfill the water cost, or any of the colorless energy. If you have them attached to the Wailord, it does another extra 120 damage, 240 damage, knocks out pretty much every Pokemon V except like Blissey and maybe Snorlax
That's not too bad for a little
well,
Wailord.
actually Wailord V I think has 250 HP. So that's pretty good on a stage 1 Pokemon.
Yeah. Emolga. Wait, there's something back there. It's a little bee.
It's a bee or is it a? Oh, it's the Behem. Behem? No, not Behem.
Behem?
No, not Behem. That's one of the fairy bee Pokemon. I can't think of what it's called right now.
We'll think of it later.
Well, it's hanging by the flag. It's probably gonna be in the set if he was hanging out in the back there.
Chimecho. Baneri. Drowsy. Spinarak. Ariados reverse.
Spinarak and Ariados.
Oh yeah.
What's his ability? Hidden Threads. Opponent's V-Star attacks cost 1 more. Oh,
that's not. That could be rough.
that is pretty good. Like, make your Pokemon attach an extra energy for every single one of their attacks.
That'd be quite annoying if you really like rationed your energy when you built your deck. And Medicham holographic, like really posing for you there.
It's kind of cool that it's a psychic type Medicham too instead of a fighting. I feel like most of them we see are fighting.
I always think of them from the game more like psychic too, I feel like.
This one's got the Chakra Awakening attack. You have exactly 4 cards in your hand. This Pokemon's attacks cost 3 colorless less. So if you have 4 cards in your hand, you can attack for free.
Wow.
If your opponent has any Pokemon VMAX in play, this attack is 90 more damage. So 170 damage to a Pokemon VMAX or any Pokemon as long as they have a Pokemon VMAX in play.
It's really a pretty good card.
Yeah, for free.
Yeah.
Hitting all the Psychic Weak Pokemon.
Yeah.
Green Energy. Play-Doh with a Mystery Charge ability. I think this ability is pretty good. You can use this ability only if you have no supporter cards in your discard pile. Once during your turn, you may attach a Fighting Energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. So you're going to accelerate Fighting Energy out of the discard pile as long as you have no supporters in your hand. So that's a hefty cost because you can't use any of the draw supporters that are so key to making a lot of decks work. But if you can, maybe use this early enough and then use supporters later in the game, like you can still use your Boss's Orders or the Serenas to gust up later in the game and accelerate your energy. That seems pretty good. Hypno. Archean, another happy Archean.
I love him. He's so...
Feebas.
So sleepy.
He's just sleepy at the bottom. That's why you can never catch them, because they're just sleeping at the bottom. That's why they're so rare. Fennekin.
He's so vibrant and fall-colored.
Yes. Spinarak. Bedlam. I like Bedlam. I like Metagross. Progunk. Durant. The energy digging attack in reverse flow.
Oh my god, I just got that he's an ant.
Yeah.
Durant. I just clicked.
Durable ants, because he's all metally.
Yeah.
And then Amoonguss. The Fungus Amoonguss is our rare for the pack.
Like his nose looks like a cloud nose.
Got the Surprise Spores ability. During your opponent's turn, if this Pokemon is discarded from your hand by an effect from an attack or ability from your opponent's Pokemon, be it an effect of your opponent's item, a supporter card, Jesus, discard your opponent's hand. Yeah, so...
I hope you like to read.
Yeah, I know, right? So the thing is I feel like there's not a lot of attacks that are like discarding cards from your hand, but if you have this in your hand and your opponent's attack causes you to discard, then they have to discard their whole hand. So it's definitely not a Pokemon you would want to or have to play, but if you just keep it in your hand, like have a one of just for like the random off chance. Maybe if there's like some sort of like archetype or something that makes that like has a discard effect like that, then Amoonguss would obviously be pretty good.
Green. V-Guard Energy.
Ooh, V-Guard Energy I know is really good. So you can only use the effect of 1 V-Guard Energy for each Pokemon, but the Pokemon that it's attached to
30 less.
Yep, takes 30 less damage from Pokemon V. So
Does that mean V and VMAX? I always forget.
V and VMAX. So that basically, if you have any colorless cost and you can even attach this to Pokemon V and they take less damage from V's, VMAXs, and V-Stars. So this is definitely going to be one of the really great energy that goes on a lot of colorless Pokemon, like the new Lugia V-Star in the set. And like really any Pokemon that has any colorless in its attack cost makes sense to play this V-Guard energy just because all the main attackers, at least for now until Scarlet and Violet comes out and Pokemon EX come back, like it's all going to be about V Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
So this is a really great energy to have.
Looks kind of cool too. It's like a little brain cell.
Yeah, kind of like external shield. It's like,
I get it's like
it's kind of like it is very like
looks like brain cell like.
It is very like Cerebro from like X-Men. That's why I feel like you're getting that. Yeah.
Cat. He's like really diving. Oh, it's a love disc.
Yep,
And
going after the love
what's
disc.
that one? Is it just like a?
That's his paw.
A fish. Oh, it looks like fish.
Yeah, it doesn't hate a fish with his paw.
Dragonair in the snow, but the palm trees. I was so happy. I love it.
Where is that Dragonair? Snow and palm trees. What?
He's in El Paso when it snowed. I don't know.
True.
Swablu. Swirlix in the Katy Perry music video. Rotom.
Didn't Katy Perry do like a thing with Pokemon too?
Oh, she did. She
Yeah,
was on the
she
25th
did.
anniversary.
She did. Dang, you know.
Ah, Dreepy. Oh, look at how happy he's like prancing the Vulpix.
Yes. Going through the garden.
He looks like he's in like a Disney movie, like whistling while he walks. I don't know. Fennekin. And Arcanine looking fierce and fiery.
Mm-hmm. Electric Energy. Duosion. Wailord again. Big boy. Ninetales.
Ooh, very like.
Putting your Pokemon to a sleep with
Yeah.
Hypnotic Gaze. Baneri. Dreepy. Bampy.
Oh, that's a cute Bampy.
Fletchling. Chameco. Leafy Camo Poncho.
I saw this when we were kind of looking through the cards, but I saw the gold version. And I was like,
Oh,
what the heck
yeah.
is that?
Let's see. When your opponent plays a supporter card from their hand, prevent all effects of that card done to Pokemon V-Star or V-Max that this card is attached to. So it is a tool card. You attach it to your V-Star or V-Maxes, and basically they can't gust them. Like, they can't use Boss's Orders. They can't use Serena to bring them up, anything like that. The Leafy Camo Poncho prevents you from being gusted. And the rare for the pack is... Oh!
This is the
Alternate Arts! Alternate Art Unknown V! Oh! I almost made this my goal card,
Really?
actually. Gavia took the Lugia gold card from me. And we both wanted the alternate art. The alternate art Lugia card. And I almost chose this Unknown just because I love the third Pokemon movie so much. The Unknown and Entei movie. Oh, this is so cool. So the Unknown are coming out of the runes. That is so
That's a really pretty
awesome. Look at that. Look at it. Has so many Unknown on it too.
card. It does.
It's got let's see. It's got I, T, O, G, R, Y, O again, L. There's an R.
It's like a
Oh, might be an
lowercase g.
No, there's no lowercase and uppercase. M.
I didn't take the unknown lesson.
I think it might be an R because it has like the weird thing going off the side there.
What's the biggest one in
That's
the
a
front?
B. This is a V? I think it might be a V. I don't know. Apparently we don't know unknowns.
Yeah.
This is like
I
a
have no
Z or an
idea, but-
S or something. I can't remember. That is so awesome
That's
though.
a really
Look at
cool
that. That's
card.
beautiful.
The colors are like very like vibrant too.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just very pretty all around. Fighting. Quad Stone.
Ooh.
You may use 4 Quad Stones at once. If you use 1 card, heal 10 damage from your active Pokemon. If you use 4, heal all damage from each of your Pokemon. Dang. This spec will work 1 time for 4 cards. That'd be like, that seems challenging though to get 4 of them.
You have to
like,
to
in
get
your
all
hand?
4. Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
get all 4. But it would be huge to just heal potentially like
Everything.
300 damage from
Yeah.
a VMAX Pokemon or something like that, right? I will
On
say
all
this.
your Pokemon. So if you had like a couple you've been rotating, like
Yeah.
that's a lot of damage.
Oh, on
you can
all of
take
your
out.
Pokemon.
All of your
Oh,
Pokemon,
wow.
yeah.
I didn't even realize. I thought it just healed all your damage from
No,
one Pokemon.
all your damage on all your Pokemon. Like that's crazy.
Oh. So I will say this. So typically, a lot of the supporter cards would make it difficult to use them and keep all of these cards in your hand, right? Because you're either going to be like discarding with Professor's Research, or you're going to be like shuffling them back into the deck with like Judge or Roxanne or Marnie, right?
Yeah.
You're putting them on the bottom. But there are like 2 supporter cards that are good about keeping cards in your hand. The Colress Experiment from that came out in the last set allows you to you look at the top 5 and you get to keep 3. You also get to keep all the other cards in your hand, right? And then also the Serena that is printed in this set allows you to discard up to 3 cards from your hand and then draw until you have 5. So you could, like, if you have 2 Quad Stones and 3 other cards, you could discard the 3 other cards, keep the 2 Quad Stones, and then draw 3 more cards, right? So it seems possible. I want to say there's also like like the Darkrai V-Star's ability allows you to get item cards out of the graveyard.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
I didn't think about
Darkrai,
getting them out of the graveyard.
I know, if you have a way to get there's not like a lot of cards that have a way to get item cards out of the graveyard, but like Darkrai V-Star's V-Star ability allows you to do that.
Ordinary mod, does that let you get items out?
No, it's just Pokemon and energy.
Okay.
So if there's like more cards that help you get item cards out of the graveyard, that could be pretty.
Yeah.
You know,
there's a lot of potential.
There's like the Celebrations Dialga's Temporal Backflow that lets you take an item card out of your graveyard and put it in your hand. There's also the Silene Supporter card that lets you flip a coin, and for each heads, you flip a coin twice. For each heads, you get to take 2 cards out of your graveyard and put them on top of your deck. So you could, you have to get rid of the quad stones early. You could get them back later on. So there might be something there.
Yeah. A lot of potential. Regenerative energy.
Ooh.
As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides colorless energy whenever you play a Pokemon from your hand. To evolve the Pokemon V, this card is attached to heal 100 damage from that Pokemon.
Okay. So I can see it being played in like Lugia or something like that, where it's like you need colorless energy, and then it's gonna take a hit early. Like say it's gonna take like
your starter.
it's Pokemon that you started at the tip of the game, right? All of a sudden it takes like 2 hits, or it takes 120 damage, and you're like, well, it's already weakened up. Do I want to like evolve it to this Lugia? I don't have a choice other than to evolve my already hurt one. But if you have the restorative energy, put that on, then evolve the Lugia. All of a sudden,
it's kind of a good way to like make a rough start, kind of.
Yeah. It is a good like kind of like comeback card, right?
Unidentified fossil. Sunkern. Bambi. Indeedee. Marini. Misdreavus. Toxicroak. Or reverse foil. And Frostlass. Ooh, I like that. Say that name. Frostlass.
Frosty Jail is the attack name.
And Frost Breath.
If you play Candace from your hand during this turn, this attack does 90 more damage, and your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Oh, paralyzing. That's one of the strongest status conditions, because you can't retreat out of paralysis, and you can't attack for a turn. So
to like get a switch or something.
Yeah, if you can like chain paralyzations, or it can really make your time difficult. I don't know what the Candace card does though.
It's supposed to be in the set. We'll find it eventually, hopefully.
Great Ball. Torracat. I think Gabby on this earlier. We didn't mention it has the Gritty Claws attack. That if your Pokemon is at full HP and gets knocked out, they actually live with 10 HP.
We were way too distracted by the
attacking. The fact he's going after the Love Disc, which like isn't great in itself. But I think the Incineroar has an attack that lets you use attacks from your earlier Pokemon, and so like you can use that to use the Gritty Claws to stay alive, and then the base Litten has an attack that does more damage for all the damage counters you have on it. So like you use the Incineroar to get yourself. It has like 170 HP. You live, do 40 damage, live with 10 HP. You have 160 damage counters on yourself, and then you can do like 160 or like 320. I'm not exactly sure how much the Litten does, but it kind of synergizes that way.
I freaking love this Dragonair. It's so cool.
Oh man,
I really like this guy too.
Chonky Boy. I don't think we look at his attack. Overspin. If this Pokemon evolved during this turn, its attack does nothing. Ooh. So he has to evolve. Because it's for 1 energy, but he has to evolve, and then he can't attack until next turn. Yeah, that's tough.
He's cool looking.
Pitilil. Litten. This is what I was talking about. Yeah, he's got the Reprisal attack.
Looks like he
does 20 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. And he is like terrified. Murkrow. Swablu.
The first shiny Pokemon I ever saw anywhere was the shiny Swablu. Ooh!
The Simian character rares. I really hope that they continue to do the character rares.
I love them.
Off into the Scarlet and Violet base set and beyond, because they're so amazing.
Where's his arm?
Whose arm?
The Pissimian.
He's like teaching him how to throw. Look, he's holding a little. That's his arm right there in his hand, and he's holding a ball, and he's teaching him how to throw a Pokeball.
I see it now. Okay, I was a little thrown off. I couldn't find his arm because
he's a throwing coach.
If I had read the card, I would have figured that out. I'm sure.
Yep. So this is a character rare reprint of the throwing coach Pissimian from, I want to say from Battle Styles.
That's super cool.
Causes your Rapid Strike Pokemon to do more damage to benched Pokemon V.
I feel like in detail you get to see the Pokemon too on these.
Yeah, that's awesome. And the rare is
Ooh.
Magarnia.
Look at her eyes.
Oh wow, yeah.
I always say
really
that,
cool,
but really look at them.
especially with like the laser that she's shooting out.
Yeah.
That looks really awesome. She's got the Gear Throw for 1 metal energy. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Also, you can just put 30 damage anywhere. Okay. And the Special Laser does 100. This Pokemon has any special energy attached. Attack does an extra 120. So we've seen this on like Necrozma V from a few sets ago, and I think this is pretty standard attack that they'll put on like some of like the legendary or mythical Pokemon V like this. So
I like this like pink like
big damage.
The reflections. That's
yeah, this is like a really pretty card
Yeah.
for a Pokemon V. I mean, all the Pokemon V are usually pretty, but this is like definitely
really
one of the
pretty.
prettier ones.
really good pack. Okay, water. There's Serena. Were we talking about her earlier?
Yeah, we've been talking about her. So this is
Choose
definitely
one.
This is definitely one of the big new supporters
I
from
said
the
choose
set.
one, and I held up 2 fingers. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah.
Discard up to 3 cards from your hand. You must discard at least 1. If you do, draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. That's your first option.
So you can't use it on an empty hand, but it allows you, kind of like I mentioned with the stone, right? It allows you to keep some cards in your hand, get rid of the rest, and then fill your hand back up.
Your second option, should you choose, is to switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon V with their active Pokemon. So kind of like a mini Bothus.
Yep.
If that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, you can only use it, Dust card, you can only use it on Pokemon V though. So especially once Scarlet and Violet comes out and Pokemon EX kind of are good and start taking over, it's limited there. But it is just effective. It's like, it gives you an option, and like, think about all the times like early game when you draw boss's orders in the early game and you're like, well, I wish this was a draw support, right? Well, if you replace at certain number of your Serenas with boss's orders, especially in a deck where you're not going to want to be bossing up one prize Pokemon, but you're just going after knockouts after Vs and V stars, then this is like the perfect option. You know, if you draw it early, give yourself some draw support. If you draw it late, it can become game winning, you know, boss's orders.
Serena's also very stylish.
Yeah, for sure.
Regenerative energy. Duosion. Bungus. Sandygast. Freaks me out how you can see the back of his mouth. Relicanth. This fish always freaks me out too. Halucha, looking very much like that one fossil bird.
Yeah, a little bit.
Togedemaru.
I haven't seen the Dedenne.
Yeah. Brandon.
Oh, I don't think I've seen Brandon. What's he do?
You can use this card only when it is the last card in your hand. Draw a card for each bench Pokemon, both yours and the opponent's. That's potentially a lot of Pokemon. Card, but it's like your only card.
Yeah, hypothetically, you can draw to 10, which is great. Fill your hand from 0 to 10, but also like you have to play your hand down.
Yeah.
I just feel like if I'm going to be playing a deck where I have to play my hand down to 0, I'm going to want to be playing the the mustard single strike style or the mustard rapid strike, because with those ones you can get Pokemon from your graveyard or your bench and put them right into play, right, and then draw 5 cards.
So I feel like it could work though.
Yeah, definitely could.
Like sometimes with your professor's research, you wind up playing it as your very last card.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then Talonflame.
All right, so that was everything that we pulled. That was all the packs from our Silver Tempest Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. I feel like there's got to be a way to like shorten those names, but I'm always thinking. We ended up pulling 3 really cool hits. We pulled the Passimian character rare reprint, the Throwing Coach Passimian, but with his awesome character rare. It's definitely like one of the cards that has the most kind of like character to it that I feel like we've seen in a while, where it's literally like
detail.
It's so like thematic. The Throwing Coach, he's clearly the Passimian is teaching him how to throw. That's pretty awesome. We also pulled the Magarnia V, which was awesome.
She's a pretty lady.
Yeah, definitely. We like the pink kind of glimmer that this card has. Can't see it as much when we have it in the
sleeve.
In the sleeve.
It's cool though.
And then probably the prize that we pulled in this one was the alternate art Unknown V card. This card is so awesome, showing off all the unknowns, showing off the runes, and just the coolness that comes with pulling a character rare. And there's something cool about Unknown, right? They're like kind of like one of the first mystery Pokemon, kind of like along with Mew There's always like the rumors of how to unlock Mew. Unknown, like, well, not necessarily not unlockable, was one of those things where in the second generation games, Gold and Silver, you had to keep coming back to the Ruins of All as you got different HMs to get to different puzzles to like unlock different unknown. Like originally you could only find like a certain amount of the unknown in the runes. Then once you did a puzzle, more letters would show up. You did another puzzle, more letters would show up. So it's just kind of cool to like see that represented in this card. I think that's pretty awesome. That's gonna be it for us today, though. We are gonna be having more Pokemon Silver Tempest TCG expansion openings. We're gonna be opening up a box of Silver Tempest, and we have another ETB. So if you want to see more of that, stick around. Also, we do some tabletop gameplay on this channel, and sometimes do some Pokemon trading card game online or trading card game live once that comes out, to test out some of the fun cards that we talk about in all of these openings. So we hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you all next time.